Yeah, I've been talking to Jack for the last couple weeks leading up to this battle getting, postponed or rescheduled. So I want to tell y'all off rip because I know when I announced it on Twitter and I announced it on Instagram, obviously Jack is going through his shit. He's going through his back and forths on Twitter. I love Jack, man. Jack's going to be Jack, and that's it. I'm not here to speak on Jack, but I am here to clear his name. Jack Boy doesn't have shit to do with this battle getting rescheduled. So off rip, I saw a couple bloggers talk about it. I saw they kind of lit him up under my thread and lit him up on my IG, but this has absolutely nothing to do with Jack Boy whatsoever. And that's all I'm going to talk about when it comes to Jack Boy. Jack Boy, I think is going to go. I think Jack Boy is going to go live when I'm done here. When I'm done talking, I'm gonna do my Call of Duty shit. We're gonna do a nice long stream here. This is the fifth stream since we've debuted on YouTube 6 days ago. So we did 4 days straight. Took a day off, obviously 4th of July, and then now we're back here, and I'm good to I'm happy to call YouTube home. We're working on the kick shit as well, but this is just for YouTube right here. So we're gonna talk about a couple things, man. And this is for my fans and anyone that's really interested. I really kind of want to take y'all down, a journey down the yellow brick road. D-Less, I appreciate the 5, man. I want to start by saying this. I've been rapping on URL for 8 years. I've been battling on camera for 11. And I have been rapping for 20. 34 years old. I've been rapping since I was like 14 years old. So I've been doing this for a while. But as far as the on-camera shit, I've made my name pretty clear as far as who I am and what tier I perform at and I rap at and I promote and the whole nine. 8 years into URL, I shouldn't be announced for a battle. When a battle of mine gets announced, the initial reaction or the majority reaction shouldn't be confusion. When it is a meme around the battle rap world that Mike P doesn't get booked correctly, that's kind of telling you something, And if URL is shocked at anything that I say on this stream, man, they simply haven't been listening, because I'm not going to rip them apart. I'm just going to say what I've told them and what I've talked to them many times before. When it is a meme that I don't get booked correctly, that means I don't really get booked correctly. So when I get announced for something like a Born Legacy, versus someone on Jack, and with Jack, I said I'm not going to talk about him, but my overall opinion on Jack is I think he's actually a big stage talent. He's one of those guys that kind of deserves to be on a big stage. So I feel like if me and Jack were going to battle, it wasn't going to be a Born Legacy. And if it was going to be a Born Legacy, it was going to be 6-7 years ago. Born Legacies are not something that I'm genuinely supposed to be on. And I guess it has to do with probably the most important thing in battle rap, and your opinion of me aside, we're only here to speak facts. I can't stress you enough. I don't know if you guys watched me when I streamed on Caffeine. I talk very in depth when it comes to battle rap, and I've been doing it for about 3 to 4 years, man. When it comes to the visual, the perception of you as an artist, booking is everything. And I mean everything. If you take a high profile artist and you book him on certain cards, he's going to be viewed just as that. What makes or breaks somebody, there are hundreds of extremely talented rappers. We're all pretty damn good, right? I would say hundreds and hundreds of extremely great rappers, great performers, the whole nine. What separates us all is booking. And although perception doesn't need to be reality, there comes a time where you have to check the perception. And the perception of me is confused by not proper booking. When I was on the URL in the beginning, and what battle rap, first of all, battle rap right now, I know things go up and down, things improve, things crumble and then get rebuilt. Battle rap is a shell of itself. I've been a fan of battle rap for 16 years. However long Smack DVD has been out, add those years from then till 2023. That's how long I've been a fan. Right? Battle rap in general is a complete shell of itself. Complete shell of itself. It's really changed unbelievably. One of the most important things that changed is the reward system, right? When I first got on URL, or when I first got into battle rap in general, when you do good, they reward you. And there's also something that you have to add to that. When they want to work with you, they will work with you. So probably for the last 5 years, or until the app dropped, I've been very used to a reward system. If I have a debatable battle with a mid-tier guy, then I understand if I get a mid-tier next, right? If I do really good on a big stage, I expect that I'm going to get a call. And not only expect, I used to get those calls. Remember what I just said. I used to get those calls, right? When I wasn't, let me tell you something. The Mike P now, from a talent perspective, beats the shit out of Daylight Mike P, New Jersey Twerk Mike P. I am such a well-oiled machine at this point, as far as being a pro and coming with dangerous rounds every time. I am so much better than I was back then. But back then there was a reward system. You did good, you deserved something, right? UM2, a lot of people tend to talk about the Ryder situation, right? But let me talk about the situation that stood out for me more than anything. The run that I was on from JC, I had a nice dope battle with JC, and I went on a crazy run. I'm talking, I beat Drugs clearly. I smoked Serious Jones. By the way, unbeatable dude. And since he's returned from my battle on URL, arguably hasn't lost, beating people like Rum Nitty and, you know, all these guys, right? And I beat Serious, and then I 30 Snake Eyes, and then, you know, I get to Danny and I spit one of the greatest rounds in the history of the game. And then I get off of Gnome 10 right after that, catching a 30 that I didn't want because, you know, unfortunately Saga, you know, he fucked up and it would have been a tougher match, but I walked away with a 30 and a great performance. And what people don't understand is after 6 years of being on URL, 5-6 years of being on URL, I had gotten to that point where I was the hottest battler. I was white hot. Let me tell you something. In 2020, when you added up every battler's first 2 battles, they didn't hold a candle to my first 2 battles on 2020 with Danny Myers and Saga, both performances. You know what I'm saying? When I got off that stage for Gnome 10, I was white hot. I was the most loved. I was the most supported. I was the most fucked with in my entire career, right? In 14 days between the Saga battle and the Ryder battle, I went from the hottest battler, the most supported and the most loved I'd ever been, to the literal joke of the entire culture. 14 days. I got to soak up what took me 6 years to get to. Where when you said my name, nobody could say anything else but he's a dangerous motherfucker. Now, why were people saying that back then and people aren't saying it now when I'm a better battle rapper? Booking and the lack of the reward system. After UM2, I come back, main event versus Sick, top 5 battle of the year, happened too early after the UM2 tournament. No one really cared. Lou Castro, the whole 9, right? Let's get to Geechee Gotti, because we're not at the most important part, and we're not at the point, the real turning point. We're not even at the message that I even want to get out. Trust me, we're not there yet. Let's get to Geechee Gotti, right? I lose the 1-rounder terribly. Awful decision on my part. I should have never done it. It was a complete setup. Top to bottom, I was his first battle after Lux, first battle after getting the belt wrapped around his waist in LA, first time they ever offered him to me. You know, it was so hard to turn down because, you know, you have that competition. If you're the number 15, if you're not even ranked in fighting, that person will tell you he'll beat the champion. I'll KO the champion. I'll flatline him. So my fault from a strategy perspective, but absolutely not to my pride. I wanted to do that, right? Since Geechee, it's been a climb back. Dope battle with Chilla. And I break through with a really crazy performance versus Nun Nun. And then I get the Sharon battle. The second they booked me versus Sharon, I said, this is my chance. Ultra top tier. You don't get any more popular than Sharon. He's damn near undefeated in URL, known for coming to this league, killing people and walking away, right? One of the biggest names in the game, and by the way, extremely hard to beat, right? I get that battle and I think, this is my move. This is where I make the move. If I do what I'm supposed to do, I don't think Sharon's on my, and Sharon's a legend, but I know who I am in the game as well. I think if I win this battle, then we're back to where I need to be clearly. Clearly. Obviously. Take Mike P out there. You don't fuck with me? Take my name out of it. Put anybody in the middle of Sharon. He has to beat Sharon. If he beats Sharon, what does he get? He gets rewarded, right? Not only did I beat Sharon, I smoked him. Smoked him. I took that battle extremely clearly. If you want to debate the second round, debate the second round. First and third, clear as day. Sharon. Sharon. Clear W. Clear W. Not only did I beat Sharon, I went viral on him off of the app. My third round versus Sharon, again marked as one of the most perfect rounds in the history of the game. Do you know how many one of the mosts I have? I'm going to remind you today. Because this ends. This ends today. All this, who is Mike P? I'm going to explain why you're so confused. Broke the light work concept, shattered it in half. The upside down poked out of the cracks in the fucking ground. And I delivered one of the most perfect fucking rounds in the history of the game again. Again. You go on Twitter, that video of me doing the minute and 30 third round, it's got like 100,000 plus views. It's got like 250,000 views. There is nobody else that is being talked about after that event except Mike P. I step off that stage, I look at my fiance, and I go, I did it. I did it. The weight that lifted off my shoulders when I did something as crazy as what I did to someone as crazy as Sharon, I did it. That was my 25-footer. That was my half court, 3 points, nothing but fucking net. On to the finals we go. Like I said, you don't fuck with me? Pick your favorite battle rapper, put him in the same scenario. What does he get? Rewarded. Rewarded. I don't know how much I can stress this. These are real numbers. 6 months. 9 cards. Six months. A half a year. 9 cards. And you want to question my tier? Of course you're not talking about me. Of course no one's talking about me. It's gone. 6 months, 9 cards. And you want to talk about my tier? We're not done. What is my next battle after everything I did versus Sharon? What is my next battle? App only. Kid Chaos. This is when, after a long time, I finally argue with URL. I'm on the phone with P, 45 minutes ranting like a motherfucker. I've always been okay with booking. I've always been okay. But now I'm not. Are you still with me? Or is this just the mid-tier crying? Stop me when I'm complaining, right? Because a lot of people like to say that I complain, right? So are you still with me? Kid Chaos, hey, bro, I don't like the way I don't like the payment. I don't like the booking. I don't like the card. When is another pay-per-view event rolling around? Like, why are we doing this? Comes out, what's the majority reaction? What? Mike P versus what? And then most don't even care. Don't even care. Now let's get to the meat and fucking taters. Let's spread the margarine through the nooks and crannies, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, because let me tell you something. Nobody tells you who Mike P is other than Mike P. Remember that. Nobody tells me what tier I am, who the fuck I am, how good I am, how bad I am. Nobody. I'm the one that tells you. Not you. Or not anybody else. I battle Kid Chaos. I swallow my pride. I clear Kid Chaos because... I have a habit of clearing mid-tier battle rappers. You know why? I'm not mid-tier. I have a habit of clearing those guys out. Those guys that are 5-6 years in and ain't did shit than what I did in the first year of URL. My first 2 years, the last fucking 4 generations of the new class can't hold a candle to still. Pride swallowed. Clear out Kid Chaos. Do you know what it says in the description of that battle on the app? In the description of Mike P versus Kid Chaos in the URL app, it says, 2 MCs looking to regain momentum. Looking to regain momentum. You killed my momentum. You guys slaughtered it. You did nothing with it. You did nothing with it, guys. Am I ripping them to shreds or am I just saying facts? Stop me when I'm complaining. Stop me when I'm just the beta that wants to cry. Stop me. I'm surprised I'm even talking because we haven't even hit 10K yet. Looking to regain momentum. I am momentum. I do better traffic on social media than, so you know how many top tiers don't even do my numbers? I hop on Twitter whenever the fuck I want to and it'll run up a fucking 6-figure piece. Like nothing. Instagram, hundreds and hundreds. Are you fucking kidding me? My promo game? Nobody holds a candle to my Do you forget that I'm the holder of the best promoted battle ever? Do you remember that Daylight battle? The one that has 1.2 million views and you can't find on YouTube anymore because they ripped it off and put it on the app? I gotta sit here and listen to what? People question me and what I do? If you want to know why everyone thinks I'm this person or that person, there you go. Did you just join? Run it back. And with the Jackboy battle, same thing. Same thing. I clear out Kid Chaos. One of the highlights of the entire weekend is the 8-bar start to the first round where I am talking about the fact that I don't get booked properly. And what is the next battle? Born Legacy. Do you think you want to hear some stats, bro? I have not been on a volume. Do you know the only volumes I ever been on? 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. 1 and 2. Don't ever compare me to fucking mid-tier. Bro, what? Talent can get capped. And we're not even done. We're not even done, man. Like I said, bro, if URL has an issue with anything I'm saying, they just have not listened to me. You haven't heard my text messages. P never relayed the message over to Smack and Beasley and Chico. P knows the conversation I had with him when we booked Jackboy. I told him, bro, y'all keep doing this. I don't want to battle anymore. What's the point? If I body Sharon, I don't get booked. If I get pissed on by Geechee Gotti in a 1-rounder, I got T-Top as a main event the next one. So what do I do? Do I try? Chipping away at my soul, the artist's soul just getting chipped away at. You guys got to pay attention when someone's trying to relay that message to you. That message not getting relayed. You just don't care. It's one ear and out the other. So don't act surprised. Don't act surprised, guys. This stops, man. This stops. This is crazy. This is crazy. I told Pete dead on the phone after when I booked the Jackboy, bro. Y'all keep doing this. I don't know what to do anymore. What's the point of trying? What's the point of going crazy? What's the point of fucking bugging out? What's the point? What does it matter? What does it matter? If I'm gonna be shelved, and listen, if you're gonna make me a gatekeeper, you pay me more. If you're just gonna make me a gatekeeper and send these guys to get washed by me, and then I'm not gonna get rewarded, like, bro, And you got people that are like, oh, Mike and Jack, man, that should be a Summer Madness battle. That should be like bottom of the card Summer Madness. First of all, 100%. If you don't think me and Jack Boy can rock a main stage crowd, you're out of your mind. Out of your mind. John, chain throwing, whatever, bro. Jack's a high profile, big stage performer. He sinks what he needs to do. I do what I need to do. That shit is lit. But you know what? I don't get the call for Summer Madness. Do you know that I got a call for September? After I told P, the way you guys are booking me makes me want to quit. Do you know what I got the call for September? Guess. Mike P. Mid-tier Mike P, right? Fucking final exam, bro. Final exam. Hey, man, you want to do final exam? What? I graduated in 2007. I don't ever want to do an exam. 2007 was my final exam. Oh, what do you mean? Solar foots? No. People you really don't know. The other guys. URL, man. I love you guys. I love you guys the way I just loved URL. But as far as I'm concerned, the reward system is gone. My hands are tied. I don't know what else to do. I asked for, I try to talk privately. It doesn't happen privately. Text message after text message, missing, no calls, no, you know how long it took to even get the Jack Boy thing inked down, bro? Like, hey man, I can't do this unless, I can't write unless, there's no care, bro. And I get like you guys are huge now. You guys got all these fucking, but you haven't looked down in a minute. At least for me. And I've been calling for it. Let me tell you something. My biggest issue when battle rappers complain about shit is the same way most people complain about their fucking job. They sit in the cubicle and they talk to the person next to them about their job. They don't like the way they're paid. They don't like their this. They don't like that. But they never talk to the manager. I talk to the manager. I try. I talk to the supervisors. I talk to the assistant managers. I send my inquiries. Nothing gets done. Nothing gets done. So I have to do this. I have to do something like this. And let it be known, man. And I'm going to say this, and I'm only going to say it one time. So I don't have to say it to anybody on any end, bro. We're rescheduling the Jack Boy battle. I don't know when that's going to be. I know it's supposed to be this Saturday, but it just couldn't happen. It just couldn't happen. Just too many things. Too many things behind the scenes. Too many to where the point I got to talk to my opponent. I got to talk to my opponent on the phone, and he's going through the same thing. And for the first time in my career, I'm going through it for the most part. I'm seeing it go through on his end. And then, you know what I'm saying? And, oh yeah, I forgot. Probably the most important thing of all, or second most important thing besides being booked properly. The pay-per-view. I mean, bro, I signed a contract for an app-only battle. And I got paid for an app-only, and I know that because I got paid with the budget of an app-only battle. It is a similar budget that is used for all those events. And then 9 days before the battle, I see a paywall for it. Like, bro. Oh my God, dude. I mean, bro. Jesus. I know a lot of people are bad mouthing, URL and honestly, bro, this is probably the first time in the history of the game where I feel like the internet and the online mentality of the battle rap community has leaked into battle rap. It's leaked. It's leaked into battle rap, man. It is. It's here. I used to say that all the time, man. I used to say that all the time. I always separated the online community from the silent support, because at the end of the day, the silent support, you're talking about possibly hundreds of thousands of people that watch battle rap and are not on the internet. They're not on Twitter. They're not under the app comments. They're not in the caffeine chat. They're not saying this. They're not expressing all these opinions, right? But it seems like the worst part of the battle rap community online has leaked into the battle rap community itself. And bro, as a vet, bro, I'm a veteran, man. I'm an experienced, seasoned fucking monster of a battler that just has watched things change. And now it's like, I finally need to speak up because I just see it. In my 8 years, bro, 10 years, decade or more, 11 years battling on camera, ain't nobody should be saying what they say. And when my booking confuses people, you know there's something wrong. You know there's something wrong. You know it. You know there's something wrong. So like I said, whether you fuck with me or not, it's got nothing to do. This has nothing to do with it, bro. Insert whatever fucking battle rapper name you want. Insert whatever battle rapper name you want. It all makes sense. When this battle gets rescheduled, like I said before, I'm saying this once and I'm saying it, and that's it, bro. After the Jackboy battle, 5 figures, a pay-per-view, or just don't call my phone, man. That's it. That's it. The amount of effort that I have to pull out of myself to keep writing for these types of battles, it's wearing down on me. It's wearing down on me. It's wearing down. I told that to them. I said that to them. Like I said, man, everybody likes to complain, but they never talked to the manager, man. I've tried to speak to them many times. And it's to the point where I can't even get a booking now without arguing with them. I never argue with them. I never argue with URL. I really don't ever have a real issue with URL. And even this, bro, it's just, do you see me now? Like, you know, 5 figures, pay-per-view, or come on, man. Or just leave it, man. Just leave it be, dude. Leave it be. I'm not a fucking mid-tier person. I'm not a mid-tier. I can't be capped like that. I cannot be capped like that. I'm as popular as I've ever been. I got the biggest following I've ever had. I got multiple things in the world. Like I am who I am. How at my biggest am I being treated, like a rookie, man, being booked like a rookie? What am I doing on Born Legacy? Born Legacy what? Born Legacy what? 13? Come on, man. What? You got people who's still 8 years in, bro, questioning if I'm mid-tier or not. Are you fucking kidding me, guys? Bro, if anybody has been watching me for as long as I've been doing caffeine, you know how unbiased I am to myself, bro. I promise you, I'm not saying it because it's me. I'm a top tier. You just have to look at my resume and what I've done. That's it. That's it. But as the years go by, 3 years, 4 years on the app, and now like the last 2 years not getting properly booked, I just get lost in this shit. I get lost. I get absolutely lost, man. I know this game more than anyone, bro. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. There is nobody that can break this fucking game down to you as honestly as I can, because it's coming from the artist. I am the three-eyed fucking raven of battle rap. You want to know why things don't happen? You want to know why? And I've said this a million times, and I'll say it again. You ever want to know anything about Mike P, you ask Mike P. I'm going to be on this stream 4 or 5 days a week. By the way, hit the like button, subscribe. I'm trying to get to 7,000 followers. If you guys are interested in joining the Hadouken community, hit the membership tab on YouTube. It's only $2.99. You get yourself a cool custom Fry You emoji. Yes, it's a cartoon with my face superimposed on it. And you get other perks like I acknowledge you. I'm not under contract. I'm not. You guys got to, read between the lines, bro.